WMG took my pants, and I loved it.
Word. WMG. Weapons mask. Gaming, put you on the mic, put you in them steamy clicks. Checking in on daydreaming. Daydreaming of that 5-color win. Let me get in there. I took your guys' advice. I took out that 6/6 slow flyer that pumps after he does damage. I put another 6-drop in. I didn't want to mess up my mana curve. I didn't want to mess up my draw. It draws so well for me right now. Like, I am just nonstop winning with this pile. It is a beast. I never get land fucked, and I always have dudes. But so I just swapped out. He was a 6-drop flyer. I swapped him out for another 6-drop. Don't even remember which one. They're all beasts. But so anyway, like a few weeks ago, JT was up here, and we were hanging out, you know, just doing what dudes do, catching a buzz, having fun, playing some Magic, making some videos and whatnot. And one of the things is when you hang out with JT, it's just understood there's going to be food involved. Like, it's not something you have to plan for. It's not something you talk about. It's just what is. You're going to be going out to eat if you're kicking it with fucking JT. And so those of you that are familiar with his Facebook page, you know that he doesn't use it for the typical social networking. He just posts linked meats up there. Because when it comes to food, JT's favorite is linked meat. So we're always going to get a brat, Polish boy, old-fashioned hot dog, summer sausage, Italian sausage, spicy sausage, sweet and sour left of Swiss sweet and sour sausage. Any kind of linked meats is his favorite. And every time he gets a linked meat, he takes a picture of it, puts it on his Facebook page. He's got dozens and dozens of them up there. So, you know, downtown Cleveland, there's a lot of fucking hot dog joints, man. There's a hot dog vendor on every fucking corner. There's fucking, you know, we got fucking the Hebrew National, we got Vienna, we got all these different things. So it was it was the last weekend of non-playoff football. It was the Browns' last game of the season, and you know, I just live like a mile and a half away from the Browns stadium. So, and when the game's let out, it gets kind of rowdy. So, I wasn't really thinking about that. We were just fucking playing video games, having a good time, bullshitting, making some videos. We're like, all right, it's time to eat. Well, I was like, dude, I got this special place for you. You know, it's like a fucking surprise. You know, there's this bar down the street from my house, and it's called Happy Dog. All they serve are hot dogs. They don't serve anything else, right? They have one menu item, and it's it's kind of a gimmicky, shticky thing, but it's really fucking cool. So basically, you get like a Scantron sheet, right? Looks just like a Scantron sheet that you'd have to take tests in high school, college, whatnot. And instead of letters next to each one, it has an item. So what it is it's a flat rate. It's $5 for a hot dog, and it's a half-pound all-beef hot dog. It's a big motherfucking hot dog. And then they have a list of 50 different toppings that you can put on it. And the fucking the killer is these toppings are fucking free. You can get as many toppings as you want on this hot dog, and I'm sure there's some asshole out there that got all 50 toppings and just buried the fucking hot dog. God only knows. But as you can imagine, to come out with 50 different hot dog toppings, there's some pretty crazy shit. It's pretty extravagant stuff. But there's no upcharge for it. And then instead of French fries, they sell tater tots, just like fucking just some Ore-Ida, deep fried, straight out of high school lunch, fucking delicious, greasy, crispy, salty fucking tater tots. They're so fucking good because they don't fuck with them. They don't try and chef them up. They don't try and fancy them up. It's just fucking fried potatoes with fucking salt. That's all you need to do. I hate when people try and change something, try and chef something up that's already good. So I tell JT about this place, and his fucking eyes get huge. He gets all excited. You know, this is basically like his fucking dream restaurant because one, it's cheap, and two, it sells his favorite food. So he's fucking excited. So we head out to Happy Dog. We get these fucking gigantic, you know, we each get like 6 or 7 toppings on there. We get some tater tots. We get some dipping cheese sauce, some nacho cheese sauce to dip them in, some nacho mama. Oh, and it's just fucking wonderful, man. Yeah, I had some good beers, you know, and it's not like, it's like a grungy old fucking bar. Everyone's got tattoos and fucking long hair. It's not like any kind of It's not like it's fucking fancy or you gotta put a collar shirt on or anything like that. It's fucking greasy little bar on the west side. So, you know, we get our hot dogs. JT takes a picture of it. You know, I got a sunny side up egg on my hot dog, which I thought it looked amazing. Add a little bit of fat content. Oh, it's so fucking good. Those hot dogs are a whole nother fucking story. So we get our hot dogs, we get a couple more beers, everything's going good, and the Browns game lets out. And the Browns game lets out, the bar starts filling up, man. All kinds of, and of course they're all wearing their Browns paraphernalia. They're all drunk as fuck. They're getting loud and shit and just fucking hooting it up. So fucking we're just bullshitting around. Well, I end up kind of getting a little tipsy, and I leave my phone at the bar. Didn't even realize I'd left it. Got all the way back to my house. Evil Empress's phone rings. Someone on the other end says, "Hey, I just found this phone down at the bar. You might want to come and get it. Do you know whose it is?" She goes, "Yeah, it's my dumbass boyfriend's phone. He's on his way down to get it." JT, we got to get back in the whip. It's time to go. I got to get my fucking phone. I left it there. I'm a drunk ass. Come on, let's go. He's like, fuck. We get back in the car. We drive all the way down to the west side. I go back into the bar, and I asked the bartender, I said, "Hey, I left my phone down here when you guys called." She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, oh God, you know, I just bought the phone. I had the phone maybe 2 or 3 months, and fuck, pissed. And all of a sudden, this group of like 3 dudes and 1 girl down at the end of the bar, they got all their Browns gear on and shit, and they're all drunk. They're like, "Yo, dog, did you lose your phone?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that's me, man." "Oh, shit." And they're like, "Yeah, we found it for you. We found it on the bar, man. We called the number that was called the most. Some girl answer said you're on your way." I'm like, "Sweet. Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys are fucking cool as fuck." You know, most people would have stolen this phone. It's a brand new phone. Galaxy S3. Who wouldn't want it? I probably would have stole it. I probably would have kept it. Fuck. No, I wouldn't have. I don't know. I guess it depends. No, I would have done the same thing that they did. So, you know, I was really appreciative. You know, it's $300 phone. If I had to buy it without my contract being up, it'd be like $500-600. I can't afford that. So I'm like, "Hey, let me buy you guys a round of drinks, man. You guys hooked me up. I really appreciate it." And they're like, "Oh yeah, cool, thanks, man." So, you know, I dropped fucking $20 on a round of drinks for them and shit. And they, you know, thank me, shake my hand, and say goodbye, blah blah blah. So then I turn around, I'm walking out of the bar, and I hear a bunch of people like cracking up laughing and like loud cackling, cracking laughing. So I thought something happened. So I turn around and look to see what happened, and there's nothing. But the group that I just bought the round of beers for are like falling on the ground, falling off their bar stools, laughing their fucking asses off. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here, man? What's so fucking funny? And I'm walking out of the bar, and, you know, I get that funny feeling in my stomach, man. There's just something rotten in Denmark. Something's just not right, you know? It's like someone bluffing you at poker. You just got a feeling there's something fucked about this situation. So I sit down, I get in the car, I tell JT what happened. I tell him, you know, I got the phone, I bought him drinks, and I was walking out there cracking up laughing. I'm like, there's something feels funny. He's like, "Dude, check your phone, man. They probably like they probably changed it into French or something. They were fucking with your phone." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right." So I start looking through my phone. I'm like, well, it's all in English. Everything works. Everything's still there. You know, I didn't really have any information on it they could steal. I'm like, I don't really know what's so funny. JT says, go check out your gallery, man. What the fuck? Maybe they did. I don't know. Just go check your gallery. So I go in, I hit the fucking gallery button, and I was scarred for fucking life. I feel like I have PTSD right now, trying to get over it. This is why it's taken me like 4 weeks to tell this fucking story, because I just didn't feel comfortable telling it, because I thought I was gonna go into shock. I think I got, you know, I got a little bit of shell shock. I look down, and there's not one, but 2 pictures of some dude's big old white, fully erect cock laid out in a hot dog bun. Like he's holding it under the bun and just holding it there. And it's very clearly the Happy Dog bathroom. You know, you can see that it's got the graffiti on the walls, and like it's just a little one-man stall thing. So it's very clear that it's the Happy Dog bathroom. So one of these fucking jokers, one of these funny sons of bitches, fucking found my phone, went into the bathroom, jerked off, right? Because the fucking penis was erect, yeah? And then put it in a hot dog bun, which he had to ask for from the bartender. So now I know that that Happy Dog was complicit as well. So I'm sure the bartenders were having their fucking little giggly laugh fest at it too. And I'm sitting there holding my phone. JT's fucking cracking up. He thinks it's the funniest thing in the world. All I can think of is I'm holding my phone and it's covered with, at the very least, cock sweat, right? Like, at the very least, there's like, I mean, the guy was touching his cock and then touching my phone. And I'm like, I got no Purell handy. And I've already touched it. And I'm like, I don't know what else I've touched. God, did I touch my face? Like, what? I was absolutely disgusted. So once I got out, and he took 2 pictures of it just in case the lighting wasn't right on the first one, just in case it didn't take, you know, just to make sure that I got the picture of his fully manscaped fucking cock and balls, by the way. Like, he had it all trimmed up and shit like he's some kind of fucking movie star. So I was pretty traumatized by that. And then, so JT says, he thought it was the funniest thing in the world, of course. He couldn't fucking stop fucking laughing. So, he told me, he said, you should tweet that shit out, son. Man, this shit's fucking funny. I'm like, all right, fucking fine. So I put it up on the Twitter, you know. I said, you know, whatever you do, if you don't leave your phone at Happy Dog, because you're going to get a fucking cock dog, you know. Don't be careful. I think the hashtag was cock dog or something like that. Well, I got home, and the evil Empress is like, you just fucking put a picture of fucking cock on your fucking Twitter and shit. That's unprofessional. You can't do that. We fucking putting cocks on your shit. People are going to think you're gay and shit. You can't do that. So she kind of basically made me take it down. It had only been up there for, you know, an hour or two before I had to take it down. But, yeah, so I guess the moral of the story is don't get drunk and leave your phone at Happy Dog, because you'll fucking regret it. So, yeah, I shut my phone down. I had to Purell it up and like bleach the fucking case and shit. And it was fucking disgusting. Everyone else thought it was the funniest fucking shit in the world, you know. I told everybody at work, and it just made their day. They thought it was the funniest thing ever. But, you know, I had to erase that picture off my phone because it was just too disturbing. And I just didn't feel comfortable walking around with fucking 2 pictures of some strange dude's cock on my phone. Like, even to tell the story and show the picture. Like, I felt like I should scar other people with the picture. Like, it shouldn't just be me and JT. And I imagine, you know, a few of you guys that follow me on Twitter caught it before I pulled it down. But, it's nothing that really anyone wants to see. I mean, I guess there's some of you out there that would. I guess I can't speak for your sexuality, but it's not something I want to see, that's for sure. So I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the story. I'm sure it's funny to you, but I can't wash that memory away. There's no brain bleach, man. That's just a saying. It doesn't ever really happen. So I felt obligated to tell that story. Now I'm over it, you know. Now it's just funny. I don't have any trauma anymore, you know. It's funny. I make it out like it's worse than it is, you know. So I'm telling a story. I'm maybe embellishing a little bit, you know. Peter Jackson said, you know, every good story deserves a little bit of embellishment. But it was funny. So that was the first order of business. I felt obligated to tell that story since JT and Chris have referenced it twice now. So I'm glad that they enjoyed my pain. But so that's the first order of business. And before I run out of time, it looks like I'm fucking, is this fucker pro-white? No fucking shit. Just as soon as I think I'm gonna get this guy, he fucking throws out fucking pro-white balls on me, which I can't Vindy. But so the second order of business, and you guys are gonna be hearing a lot of this, and fucking JT, it better be in your next fucking video too, because we talked about this, and god damn it, we gotta push this shit, because I'm fucking fed up with these fucking lackluster live streams. All right. So, not lackluster on our part, lackluster on fucking the attendance part on you guys. The 23rd of February, this month, February 23rd, it's a Saturday. We're going to live stream. It's going to be about, we usually live stream at noon. JT was talking about doing it at 11 a.m. to be a little bit more friendly for you Brits over there, you Europeans. That'll be a little bit easier. And you guys, California people, you should just be waking up, you know, right around then. I don't know exactly what time, but it's going to be February 23rd. We want you to fucking be there. And we're going to make this one an event because I don't understand. The numbers don't add up for me. When we had, back when we had like 2,500 subs, we were getting 300 people steady to every live stream. Now we've got 5,800 subscribers, and we're lucky to break 2. We're probably rolling at about 180. So we're gonna fucking do. I mean, our live streams are nuts. They are fucking free for alls. They're a literal party. We actually like have a party, the three of us, and we have a fucking great time. Anyone who's been to the live streams can tell you that they are fucking amazing. But we are going to go all out this time. We're going to do some extra shit, all right? JT and Chris has got some special stories saved up just for this that you will only be able to hear there and are particularly raunchy and funny. We're going to put a Q&A video up a couple days before the live stream. We're going to answer every single question you guys ask us honestly. No matter what question, you can ask us anything you want. We will fucking answer it, except for our social security number, obviously. We're going to answer all your questions, but we're going to do it during the live stream. So if you want to see the answers to your question, you're going to have to go to the live stream. I think instead of live streaming on Twitch this time, I think we're going to live stream on YouTube. And that is going to be February 23rd. I want you guys to be there. We're going to make it special. I'm going to give something away. I don't know what yet, but I'm going to give something cool away. Something that has to do with fucking video games, some shit like that. It's going to be something that you guys want. I don't know what, but I'm going to go on Amazon. I'm going to find something that I want. I'm going to buy 2 of them, and you guys are going to get one during the live stream. And we are, I mean, dude, we got shit planned. This is going to be a big deal. And basically, it's kind of all or nothing. Like, we have a set goal number of viewers that we want during the live stream. And frankly, I mean, call it ego or what, but if we don't get to that number, it's going to be a long fucking time before we have another live stream. Because it takes, you know, a lot of work to schedule all 3 of us together at the same place at the same time for, you know, a 4, 5, 6 hour span, which is how long we live stream. It's not like we get on, pop on for an hour and get off. It's not like you guys have any excuses to not be there. Like, we steady. I mean, our average is probably 5 hours. You know, the shortest one's been 4 hours. The longest one's been about 6 hours. You got to be able to find at least an hour of your day on Saturday you can get in on that. Like, there's no fucking football's over. You know, there's fucking nothing going on Saturday. There's no reason you guys shouldn't be there. And I don't want to sound like I'm begging you to be there. I'm more like telling you to be there. Fucking be there or be motherfucking square. All right? We're going to have a good time. Dude, it's such a party. We want you guys to come and party with us. Like, there's not... Like, the interaction on a live stream, it's just so much more fun than a regular video because you guys get to ask us questions, talk shit to us through the fucking chat box, and it's all fucking live. It's so much more fun. And, like, I'll never forget our first live stream. The very first, like, one of the first comments that we got, a subscriber's like, holy shit, I didn't think that you guys were this funny all the time. I thought it was just, you know, specific videos. No, motherfucker. JT and Chris are that funny all the motherfucking time. You just put a microphone in front of them, and it's just nonstop fucking hilarity. You guys are going to miss out if you're not there. So fucking February 23rd, Saturday morning, 11, noon, somewhere like that. All motherfucking day. Fucking live streaming, WMG, Weapons Mass Gaming. Word, say motherfucking word, son.